here's who I am, what I do, and here's who I'm looking for.
You bet.
That's perfect. But some places you get 3 minutes to talk about yourself.
Wow.
Here's what you got to do is you talk about it in such a way that you're just piquing interest, and you might mention what a good referral is. But the key during those commercials, whether there's 6 people at your table or 8, is to listen carefully to everybody else so you can target a potential one-to-one person to develop a relationship with. If you do that, you're going to be the person in the room that's getting referrals, because they'll go, oh, you're looking for this answer? You got to come over here and talk to Gil. This guy is the guy you got to talk to. And that's because you're developing these relationships with more people in the room. So if you're doing that, one person each week that you can target for a potential one-to-one, you'll be on your second one-to-ones in a year.
No, I think that's really good. A lot of people don't like to network because you're walking into the room.
Whoa.
Usually you don't know, or you might
Some
maybe
crawl in like myself at 6:30 in the morning, drug into the Bible school.
He did crawl in. I did see him.
I was there at 6:30 this morning.
Well, there was a young man that runs a video business. You might know him, Videos Crafted. Wonderful guy. And he went into a networking room that had about 80 people in it, and he was on his way out. And I happened to know him, and he told me this story afterwards. I didn't know this happened. I said, hey, what are you doing? Come on in. I'll introduce you to people. And I brought him back in. Well, he walked in and was hit with like this almost a phobia that there's too many people here.
Sure.
And so that happens, and his strategy was to find a place in the room each week so he can bring himself in, because he can't count on somebody dragging him back in every week, where he's going to stand and be. And that was his strategy. And his business is doing good because, to be credible, the first part, visibility.
Visibility.
I was absent for some surgery and recovery for 6 weeks, and my referrals just went, and it wasn't because I changed or I was unliked or.
No.
But when you're invisible, they forget to refer you.
Absolutely.
True. Very
Conversation piece might come up, and they forget to refer you. So visibility is important. I was looking to refer a $10,000 mattress sale to a man that was in my networking group. I couldn't remember his name, and of course I didn't think to ask somebody, and I didn't see him, so I just got on the phone, and the next person I remembered that had the name that I could remember, they end up making that sale.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because Candace and I go to, when I'm allowed in the building, we go into different network meetings.
When you act appropriate?
Well, I don't start that again. But I
Not
tell you,
very many network meetings, are you?
no, I'm not.
Go ahead, Bill. Tell your story. I'm interested.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, I get no respect. But anyway.
Okay,
Rodney, as we're going to... The thing
That's
that...
Rodney Dangerfield for those millennials that don't know who he is.
Those younger people, yes.
Yes, younger people.
Yes. Us old.
Were you going to tell a story?
I'm going to try real hard. I have never, we go to meetings and yes, it's good to meet Jeff. High five. We go to different types of networking meetings, like the one this morning, which has turned from a networking meeting into a book review class. The thing that I'd like to bring out is I noticed in your meeting, it was a completely different way that you had it set up. You had them so that they were focusing, they were talking to each other. And there was important stuff going on, but on the other hand, there was also networking going on. People talking and actually building a relationship. I get so tired of going to, I won't mention the other one on Wednesday morning, because we have a couple of guys that came and did a wonderful podcast for us. But it's a sleeper. When you walk in the room, you're going nowhere. Yeah. And it's like a choo-choo train. It's off track because everybody's already figured out, well, I'm going to talk about this. Hand me the coffee, will you? Or give me the ketchup or whatever. And it's not business or relationships being built. Yeah. It's, I got time to kill now, and I'm down here with the boys, and that's it.
Well, the Q Connections, thank you for mentioning my networking group. We meet at Lacey Forza, Mondays, 11:30 to 1 o'clock. It's a lunch meeting. Appreciate the business lets us in there free, so please buy some coffee and food. But we try and have a focus for the tables. We have 6 to 8 people talking at a table, and I like to give a focus point. It really gives a relief to somebody to go, oh, what am I going to talk about? What commercial am I going to use? But if you say, hey, talk about your best customer service that you gave to a business or a client, that gives them something to talk about. And what it does is releases and reveals the passion of that person about their business. So if somebody doesn't have some passion about what they're talking, oh, I did this and it was a great experience.
Very true.
That person needs a conversation about, are you in the right field? Because if you don't have that gusto,
then
you might try something different because that's not working for you. But if you can get that passion out there, then you know that's somebody that I want to get to know deeper and have a relationship so I can possibly give them some referrals.
And that makes a big difference.
Well, and I think you touched on something really pivotal, Gil, and that is the fact that, you know, when you have an opportunity to speak about your business, we would go and there was a website designer, and they would give their elevator, and honestly, I mean, when you talk about the company, it was like, oh, this is my company, and yeah, I do web design. And you were just like, okay, either A, you have absolutely no social skills, so please, it would do better for your reputation and for just what you're representing to go get some coaching or something.
Or hire somebody.
You know, oh my goodness, this is painful. You know? And at one point, somebody, I didn't know them. I mean, they just were sitting there and they said, and they asked her, they said, do you even like what you do? And then they said, wait a minute, let me rephrase that. I know that web people can be really big introverts. Are you that big of an introvert that this is painful to talk? And they just said, well, I don't know what to say. They said, well, you're in it every day. You can't come up with just 2 things on what you do. And so Bill and I have actually talked about just if you're not excited about what you're doing, I mean, it is your company.
Yeah.
And even if you don't own the company, let's say you're a real estate agent or, you know, a financial person that's representing, you know, for somebody else. If you're not excited about what you're doing and how you're doing it, maybe you really do need to rethink what you're doing.
Exactly. I'm looking for a...
You know, that's one of the things I've absolutely love about you, Gil, and that is the fact that you love people. And, you know, once again, this is your vehicle on how you hug necks, kiss cheeks, and change the world. And cha-ching!
There it goes.
So,
the world is now changed. So.
You know, Winston Churchill said that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give.
And that's good. That's
what
yummy.
networking's all about. What you give. If you go into a networking group with the attitude is, what can I give today? You're going to be a success. You're going to be a success at that networking group. Mm-hmm. You're going to be a success with your business. And you're going to be a success with life. And what's the most important part there?
Life.
Absolutely.
Very true. Well, we're running out of time, Candace. This has been very good. Oh, yes, Gil. We're getting ready to hop to your car and throw you out.
I'd like to talk one time about how to pick a networking group.
That would be an excellent conversation. That would be really great.
I hope so.
Okay, well, Candace has the last part of the show, Gil. She has the last word. And I know it's very sad. And if we're really lucky, we'll run out of time before she gets to it. Yeah.
Reverse.
Okay, Candace, go ahead. Drop the big bomb. We're all excited. We'll stay awake.
Well, Gil, we're excited that you came. Thank you so very much for coming and joining us here at the studio today. Again, Q Connections, may I give out your phone number here?
Yes, you may.
So if somebody's trying to get a hold of you or take a look at whatever networking events are happening, give Gil a call at 253-297-5123. Make that...
25.
Oh, 25. Yes. Sorry.
5125.
5125. Thank God he's here.
Want me to redo that?
Yes, why don't you do that?
253-297-5125.
And fill up with regular.
Fill up with regular.
And still he walks.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you're such an amazing resource to our community.
Thank you.
Here's one of the biggest things that I absolutely love about you, and that is that you keep the standard of professionalism in a, let's just say, in a casual environment there. And that you keep us in remembrance that of the way that you can get the most out of every moment while you're there building these relationships. So thank you very much.
It's been great, and we are now out of time, Candace, so I'm glad you're done. And remember...
Hey, subscribe to the podcast.
Well, I was just going to say, if you haven't yet, grab your phone, go to iHeartRadio, and put on their free app. And when you get the free app, just type in The Disruptors. After that, hit following. And every time a new show comes out, which is on Wednesdays, your phone will tell you, hey, I've got to listen to what's going on with Candace and that fat moron that's behind the microphone. And enjoy yourself.
He's not talking about me.
Chris isn't that
Oh,
bad.
excuse me. I forgot. Our producer was still here, folks.
I'm in front of the microphone.
In front or back, you never know.
And
Yes.
if you think that you might need somebody to help you with your business, give us a call at Wild Child at 253-961-7545. That's 7545. Wild Child Group, Disruptors of Normal.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. And remember, keep us smiling.